want to talk about it. I decided to direct this play because it demonstrates the struggles high school students face and the disconnect between each other that prevents them from talking about it. I'm so proud of the actors I've worked with and how hard they've worked and how far they've grown since the start of the semester. And so, without further ado, I don't want to talk about it.
Can we talk?
I can't. I won't. I'm trying.
Don't make me. Don't start.
Don't bother.
Want more? Want less? Want what? To lose? Me. To care. Talk to him.
Talk to her.
Talk to the hand. That's nothing.
It's not right. You got time. It sucks. It hurts. It lingers.
I don't want to talk about it.
The first word a person says defines them for life.
Mama.
Or at least that's what I've heard.
Dada?
If that's the case, then I'm screwed.
Uh-oh.
That's right. Uh-oh. My brain finally figures out how to move my lips, and I make the sound you make before everything goes wrong. You're going to fall.
Uh-oh.
Look out for the anvil.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Kyle.
Uh-oh.
My parents clapped when they heard it.
Uh-oh.
Most parents would have been worried or confused or concerned, but not my parents. To them, uh-oh is as good as mama or dada. But can you blame them? They were young, and I was the biggest out of them all. Maybe I did ruin everything. I don't know. All I know is that I started out life on the wrong foot, and they congratulated me for it. Uh-oh was right.
My twin sister and I had our very own language. We lay side by side or could and babbled for hours.
If not for Lily Magnet Stack.
We understood each other.
Hugolariticnas.
Okay, maybe we didn't actually know what the other one was saying, but we definitely knew how they were feeling.
She, Lu, she, Pong, Shine, Line.
And isn't that the point of language anyway? To express our feelings.
Shine, Line, love.
But as we got older, things changed. Real words got in the way and ruined everything.
Mine.
I never understood that whole sticks and stones thing. As far as I could tell, words ruin everything.
Idiot. Dork. Loser.
They don't express their feelings. They hurt them.
Go away.
Boo-hoo, na, lo, lo, nay.
If I hold my breath for a really long time, I can get whatever I want saying nothing. See? That was awesome. That would definitely give me a new Barbie for sure. A little longer, and I might even get a new dream house. Actions really do speak louder than words. Even an action kills you.
I say a lot of stupid things. I can't help it. An idea pops into my mind, and I don't know what to do with it. Most of the time, I know these ideas are stupid, so I try to think them to myself. I really do. I shake my head and hope they lodge into the 90% of my brain I'm not moving. But sooner or later, they would go free and do a backflip off my tongue. Who wants to shave the cat? I drive everyone crazy. Where's the cat? I drive myself crazy. I shave the cat! The summer I came down with laryngitis was the best ever. For once, I could have all the dumb ideas I wanted, but no matter how hard they wiggled, they couldn't escape. It was great. My friends were happy, my parents were happy, the cat was really happy. But then, those stupid things found a way out. Turns out it wasn't laryngitis at all. It was puberty.
Here, kitty. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Use your inside voice.
Speak up.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
I hope you don't eat with that mouth.
I washed your mouth out with soap.
If you don't have anything nice to say,
Don't walk away from me.
don't say anything at all. I'm not done talking to you.
Not another word.
My parents actually pay somebody to sit in a chair and listen to me talk. Well, the joke's on them. It's my therapist that likes to talk. A lot. What she doesn't like to do is listen. When I told her that Dad's too busy hunting to spend time with me, she launched into this long, boring story about how she hit a moose with her car and almost died. When I told her that Mom's always sleeping all the time, she started complaining about her lumpy mattress. After a few months, I was done. I told her that was it. No more questions. End of story. I thought we were good. Then she came at me from a different angle. She asked me to draw my feelings.
Go ahead.
It seemed ridiculous, but what doesn't? So I drew.
What are you sad about?
Another question. I kept trying.
You don't seem happy.
At this point, I couldn't tell if she was stupid or clueless. And believe me, there's a difference. When you're stupid, you can't figure things out. When you're clueless, you just don't care.
Are you constipated?
Turns out she was both.
Why are you so angry?
Wasn't it her job to figure it out? She only asked me to draw pictures.
Is that a pineapple?
No, it's me.
How can a person feel like a pineapple?
I don't know. How can a person feel like me?
This month, my mom thinks she's artistic. Trust me, she's not. If you want proof, just come over and check out our kitchen wall. She sponge painted a hideous board of chickens across her backsplash. What's worse is that she needs a level, so the chickens gradually descend toward the sink, like they're committing suicide or something. It's tragic. Her latest thing is photography. She set up a studio in the laundry room and takes pictures of other people's babies. You know the kind I'm talking about, the ones where the babies are dressed up like vegetables. She's so excited because her only expenses were a camera and a salad spinner. But you should see the pictures. They're horrible. We're not allowed to say anything, not ever. But so long as she's taking her medication, her mood is the permanent elephant in the room. Only now it's not an elephant, it's a chicken.
Dad sits on the couch all day long and watches one talk show after another. Mom never stops vacuuming. He likes to hear losers talk about their problems, and somehow that makes him feel better about his own problems. No matter what time of day he passes by our house, you can hear it running. He laughs at people who say things like empty milk cartons, used razors, and dead cats. You can practically see a reflection in the carpet. Yeah, well, he should take one look in the mirror. She yelled every time I walk through the living room. I can barely walk through the living room. Where am I supposed to go? He has junk piled everywhere. It's so maddening. It's so embarrassing. Doesn't she realize that life is supposed to be messy? I could never have friends over. I'm not allowed to have friends over. What would I tell them? What should I tell them? What a mess.
I got down on my knees and begged my parents to get me a dog, but they just went on talking as if I wasn't there. I didn't care what kind of dog. It could have been big like a St. Bernard or small like a Pomeranian. Heck, I would have been happy with some mixed breed like a St. Bernardian. But there's no way since Dad's allergic to fur and Mom's afraid of poop. So I took matters into my own hands. I brought home a parrot. It was my friend's parrot, but I treated her my fig Newton spray. Turns out, it was a good trade. For her. That bird was stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. It refused to talk and just flapped its wings and pecked my fingers. I mean, what good is a bird if it doesn't even talk? I was sure my parents would make me take it back, but they fell in love with this stupid thing. Mom liked his red feathers, and Dad let him eat goldfish crackers off his head. They loved that stupid bird more than me. So I started thinking of ways I could do him in. Putting aspirin in his birdseed, leaving the window open, the blender. I finally snapped one morning when I came down for breakfast and saw him marching across my waffles. There he was, proudly walking across my plate with his filthy little claws. "That's it," I said. "Your time has come." So I reached for a frying pan and swung high into the air, and just as I was about to flatten him, he looked up at me with his beady little eyes and spoke for the very first time. And you know what he said? I swear I'm not making this up. He looked up at me with his beady little eyes and said, "Woof." That's right, woof. Turns out that stupid bird wasn't so stupid after all. He knew exactly what was going on. He knew that I wanted a dog instead of him, so he deliberately snubbed me. You probably think I'm crazy, but just ask my parents. They say he talked all the time when I wasn't around. No wonder they loved him so much. Now I'm more careful when I open my mouth. You never know who might be listening.
There's two different kinds of dreams. The ones that you have when you're asleep, the ones that you have when you're awake. As far as I can tell, you can't control either one.
I had a dream about a birthday cake. It was covered in millions of candles, and every time I tried to blow them out, an alien would come out of the cake. Soon, I was surrounded by millions of aliens covered in green icing. But I didn't mind the aliens. Being surrounded by so many, I no longer felt like one. But the icing wasn't bad either.
I just dreamed about becoming a doctor.
A swimmer, a musician,
A star.
but now,
Well, that's just not gonna happen. How can dreams survive high school?
Point A to point B. Most people get from one to the other without much trouble. But I'm not most people. Point C. Why do I have to leave point A? Point D. What if point B is a trick? Point E. What do I do when I get there? Point F. How do I know I'll get there? G. Who else will be there? Point H. Can I go back if I want to? Point I. I don't want to. All these detours drive my teachers crazy, but I always get there, eventually. Unfortunately, most teachers don't have much patience for eventually. By the time I finally get from point A to point B, everyone else has already left me behind. So I ask myself, what's the point?
I was shaking. I never talked in front of a group of people before. Okay, it wasn't the whole world, but it might as well have been. The mean girls were in the front, and the cute boys were in the back. I thought I'd die. And you know, my drama teacher actually said to me, she sent a picture of the class naked. Naked! Was she insane? How is that supposed to make me less nervous? I'm 15. I don't even picture myself naked. So there I was in front of the entire class, trying to relate Shakespeare. But all I could think about were body parts. Don't say breast, don't say breast, don't say breast. Like light through yonder window. Breaks. Phew. And then I started to wonder, had Miss Reed told everyone else the same thing? Were they picturing me naked? It was mortifying. So I performed the entire balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet with my eyes closed and my arms crossed. Probably not what Shakespeare had in mind, but he's dead, so too bad.
I don't know how the rumor got started. How? But I sure as heck know how it ended.
How?
50 stitches, 2 broken bones, and a concussion.
How?
I wasn't even in the showers that day, so how could I have looked at her?
How?
But that's the thing about small talk. It keeps getting bigger and bigger until someone gets clobbered by it.
How? Do these pants make me look fat?
You like that? Where did this come from?
Where did these come from?
Do you think anyone will notice? Does this cover it up?
Should I dye my hair blue?
Should I cut my bangs? Will it make me stand out?
How can I fit in?
Am I the only one that has to shave my legs?
When did I shave my legs? Do I stink?
Why can't I shower at home?
Is everyone looking at me?
Why is everyone looking at me?
Stop looking at me.
The human body comes in all different shapes and sizes. Some people have large feet, others have tiny hands. Once you start looking, the list keeps going. Long necks, short legs, skinny knees, wide hips, fat tummies, flat chests, round noses, thick lips, and little eyes. Well, I'm no different. I just have enough differences that make me exactly like everybody else. If I could change one thing about myself, it would be my ears. I'd make them smaller. Then I wouldn't have to listen to everybody complain about their large feet, tiny hands, long legs, short necks, skinny knees, wide hips, fat tummies, flat chests, round noses, thick lips, and little eyes.
My hair started falling out when I was 15. Started with a few strands on my comb, then a few more in the sink, then a clump on my pillow. Soon, there was a huge bald spot on the top of my head. When I say huge, I mean huge. You could land a helicopter up there. It's not like I didn't expect it to happen. My dad's bald, my uncles are bald, my grandma's bald. I just kind of expected it to happen later, like way later. I'm the only kid in the yearbook to look like an insurance salesman. So I started wearing hats. Skater hats, baseball caps, berets, fedoras. If you ever see a man wearing a hat, trust me, he's bald. The only problem is they don't allow hats in school. I have a theory that if all kids wear hats, then our brains would retain a lot more information. But my principal didn't buy that, so I was forced to grow my hair long in the back and brush it forward. That worked okay for a while until my chemistry teacher pointed at me in the middle of class and said, "I'll have to try that." I tried shaving my head too, but that was even worse. All anyone wanted to do was rub my scalp and call me Mr. Clean. So I guess I'll have to live with it, which would be a lot easier if I didn't have to go up and down the hall of school. Sometimes I feel like I'm running the gauntlet, just trying to get from one classroom to another without being made fun of. When you're running the gauntlet, they say you're supposed to keep your head down, but I hardly think that applies when your head is what everyone's talking about. It's not that I don't have anything to say, it's that I don't know how to say it. Every time I open my mouth to talk,
Zip, zap, buzz, bang.
I try to control it, but I can't. I think about racetracks, waterfalls, ticking clocks. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Anything to help me relax. But how can I relax when the grenade in my mouth is ready to go off at any second? How can I relax once my thoughts have pulled a pin?
Snap, crack, zip, zap.
I don't know what's worse, not having an opinion or having one but being afraid to express it. But the worst part is in class, not even close. So what if Mr. Gravel thinks I'm stupid? Who cares if Miss Weed thinks I'm weird? Stupid and weird are the status quo in high school anyway. No, what's worse is not my teachers and it's not my friends. What ties my tongue and everything around it is tick tock, tick tock. Boys,
Pop, snap, crack, zip, zap, buzz, bang.
real pretty, right? Trust me. No one wants to grow up with a ticking time bomb.
Birds, bees, boys, girls.
Love, marriage,
Babies, diapers,
gay, straight,
Condoms, pills.
Virus, disease.
Risky, safe.
yes, no.
No, yeah. Yes, no. Sin.
It was Valentine's Day, and Miss Breathy thought the whole class should exchange Valentines. She handed out pieces of red construction paper and showed us how to fold them in half so we only had to cut out one side. Once we unfolded our hearts, they were done. After we decorated them with lace and glitter, it was time to pass them out. Katie has long red hair and perfect teeth, so she got a million. Benjamin knows how to dunk a basketball, so his whole desk was covered. I'm pretty much invisible, so I only got one, and it was from Miss Breedy. She didn't say so, but I guess she didn't want me to go home with half a heart.
I've been going out with Taryn for a while now. She's nice enough, but God, all she ever wants to do is talk on her phone.
Hey, Maddie, what's up?
I could be sitting right next to her and she'd still dig out her phone and call my number.
What you doing?
How hard would it be for her to look me in the eye and talk to me like a normal person?
You're so cute.
Maybe she doesn't want to look me in the eye. Maybe that's the problem.
Call me.
It's like our relationship is heading towards a tunnel, and the connection keeps getting weaker and weaker.
You're breaking up.
We're breaking up, and there's nothing in this world that can bring us closer together.
TTYL.
Not even a cell phone.
Talent night came around. My parents said they were so proud of me. They said they were so excited to hear my poem. And they said that they wouldn't miss it for the world. Are you okay, Mom? What's wrong, Dad? I wish they'd stop fighting. They won't stop fighting. Stop fighting! Where are you going? Where am I going? I'll be at Mom's. I'll be at Dad's. That's Dad's new girlfriend and Mom's getting married. I'm never getting married. The end. He said it was beautiful. He told me not to tell anyone. He told me he wouldn't hurt me. He told me I was special. I told him he was wrong.
I sleep with the nightlight on. When I wake up, I want to know if it's real.
People talk about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The light is God, but why is there a tunnel?
Is it like unplugging a TV?
Does heaven exist?
I don't know, but I believe.
What do you believe?
Do you believe? Then what? Are you afraid? I'm not afraid.
Is it quick?
Does it hurt?
Not ready.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Don't turn out the light. Not yet.
I didn't know where else to go.
In the name of Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I walked up the front steps of the church and pushed on the heavy wooden doors. As I walked in, I got hit by a bright red spotlight. As I walked to the front, it changed from color to color. It went from red to blue to purple to green. When I sat down, it was yellow.
What brings you here, my son?
What happens when you die?
What do you think happens?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
If that's the way you feel, why are you afraid of nothing?
I'm not afraid.
Then why are you here?
I want to know what happens to my thoughts.
Your thoughts?
My ideas, my opinions, my dreams. Do they all just disappear as if I never had them?
What kind of thoughts?
I look up in the sky and all I see are clouds. They say heaven is up there somewhere, but I don't possibly see how. When I was little, we took a flight to Disney World, and the whole airplane flight, I was looking out the window, trying to see heaven. But I didn't see anything, just more clouds. Who cares about Mickey Mouse? I wanted to see God.
Seeing is not believing.
If heaven is as wonderful as everyone says it is, how could it possibly fit in the sky?
The sky is endless.
Everything ends.
Not everything.
Life ends, then what?
Your soul lives forever.
My thoughts too?
I believe so.
Oh,
What's wrong?
so when I die, I'll still look up in the sky and see nothing but clouds?
Friday in the hospital. One time, she leaned in to give me a kiss and knocked over my IV pole. Needle ripped out of my arm and a bloody piece of tape flew through the air and hit a picture of Jesus on the wall. The frame fell into my bowl of grape jello. That was pretty funny.
Whoops, Daisy.
I love it when Grandma comes to visit. She never wants to talk about how I'm sick or how I might die soon. She knows exactly how it feels to have death lurking around the corner and how to forget about it.
How's about a game? Go fish.
What's with it? And people asking sick people questions anyways. How are you feeling? Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you scared? No matter how I answer, it just follows with more questions. Are you sure? Can I open a window for you? Can I get you a blanket? Have you prayed? I just want to forget about it for 5 minutes. I want to remember what it was like before I got sick. No more questions, please.
You got any threes?
Go fish.
I couldn't believe it. I'd scored a goal. Considering most games I completely avoid the ball, the fact that I kicked it on purpose was a huge accomplishment. Getting in that was just a bonus. If Dad were here, he'd be so proud of me. But he's away on business, so I rushed him on my bike to tell him the good news. As I went through the driveway, I thought it was weird that Mom's car was in the driveway.
Sam, honey, I have something to tell you.
That's when everything changed.
Your father is dead.
At 2:44 p.m., the exact moment I scored my first goal, his plane was struck by lightning.
Say something,
There were no survivors.
please.
I had only one question. Why?
Some things can't be explained.
Why him and not her?
He loved you very much.
Dad listened to me. Dad got me. Dad encouraged me. The only thing Mom ever got was mad.
Talk to me.
Dad was the one who said I should get into soccer. He said I'd love it. He said I'd be good at it.
He loved you very much.
And he was right. I did love it. And the one moment I thought I might actually be good at it was gone.
I love you.
Now who's going to love me?
Gather some clothes.
Now who's going to listen to me?
We'll get the rest later.
My heart died the same way he did.
We're all here for you.
Surrounded by 200 people. All alone. You know that little voice inside your head, the one that tells you that what's wrong, what's right, behind you?
I stuffed in jeans in my bag. I didn't get caught, so I went back the next day, and the day I was back. Now I'm really backwards and loaded. That window's not too high. Give me a boost. Check it. 0 to 60, 5 seconds. Jesse's parents don't want the liquor competent.
You need an ID to buy whipped cream.
This brick ought to do it.
You should see the other guy.
I'm stuffed. Where's the bathroom?
It only hurts a little. Better than hurting a lot. Tears don't leave a scar.
You can't if it's your first time.
You can trust me.
Trust me.
You need a hobby, Dad said. Something to take out your anger. I had to give him some credit. At least he knew I was angry. Then again, anger's pretty common in my household. So he started up the truck and took me hunting. Not exactly my idea of fun, but it sure beat the heck out of football. He patted me on the shoulder and put a rifle in my hand.
That's it. Now stand up straight.
I stood up straight.
Squeeze the trigger.
I squeezed the trigger.
Bang!
My hands vibrated. My ears rang. I smelled burning.
Try again. This time don't forget to aim.
I aimed.
Bang!
My heart was pounding, which is something it hadn't done in a long time.
Again.
Bang!
It was scary, but at least I felt alive.
Bang!
Unlike most days.
Bang!
Most days I just wanted to run.
Bang!
Want it to hide?
Bang!
Want it to die?
Bang!
Anything to stop them from talking about me.
Kyle is weird. He sits next to me in my art class, so I should know. He has this nasty habit of sticking his pencil in his ear. He jams it in as far as it will go and swirls it around. When he pulls it out, there's a huge blob of wax on the eraser. All of his homework is covered in little brown smears. It makes me want to puke.
I have no idea why Kyle is the way he is. What I do know is that he is the worst brother ever. It's always Kyle this and Kyle that. God forbid we be upset. Poor little Kyle. Just once, I'd like to be the center of attention. But it's pretty much impossible when everything revolves around him.
If you ask me, Kyle worries too much. Dude needs to take a chill pill. When we were little, he used to come over on the weekends and play video games. He grabbed onto the controller so tight, the joystick would snap right off. Like he thought the zombies were actually going to shoot him or something. Got to the point where my dad wouldn't let him over no more because he kept wrecking all our stuff.
I used to go out with Kyle. Not my proudest moment, but I had to start somewhere. I guess it wasn't all bad. He was nice enough. He gave me presents and opened car doors for me to jump. But sometimes he was too nice. You know what I mean?
Kyle never tried to kiss me. You know my hand a few times? That's because he's afraid of the dark. I think he still thinks we're friends. I have no idea where he got that from.
Kyle's not my friend.
No.
What's the deal with Kyle?
Have you seen the way Kyle eats his mac and cheese? He sticks his face in the bowl and digs the noodles out with his tongue. Yuck.
Kyle is gross.
Kyle makes me so mad. Kyle reeks. Hasn't he ever heard of a shower?
Why do I always get stuck with Kyle? I would go near Kyle with a 10-foot pole.
Not Kyle again.
What's Kyle's problem? I'm so glad I'm not Kyle.
Kyle who?
I couldn't take it anymore. They weren't talking behind my back, they were stabbing it.
Bang!
Everyone was acting out and lashing out and freaking out. They were taking out their frustration on the one person who would have listened, me. They were doing everything except what they should have been doing. Reaching out, talk, but no one was saying anything.
Bang!
All I heard was noise.
Bang!
My ears were bleeding.
Bang!
I didn't know how to make it stop.
Bang!
So I did what I had to do. What else could I do? Right in the middle of my own story, with so much more left to say. I closed the book.
Bang.
Why did you do it?
I can't.
I won't. I tried.
Do you think he's in heaven?
Don't make me. Don't start.
Don't bother.
What does he want?
Want more?
Want less?
What?
Was it something I said?
I tried to be, to care. Where did things go wrong?
Talk to him.
Talk to her.
Talk to the hand?
What was he sad about?
About nothing.
Mad about?
About right? Worried about? About time? What was he thinking? It sucks. It hurts.
It lingers.
Why didn't I see the signs?
Can we talk?
I'm scared.
I'm lost.
I'm stupid. I'm weird. She kissed me. He touched me.
I'm sorry.
I swear.
I'm confused.
I'm angry.
I'm lonely.
I'm pregnant.
He hit me. It hurt. She hits me. It hurts. I'm hungry. I'm fat.
I'm full.
I'm empty.
No options.
No exits.
All corners. All traps. I'm broke. I'm sick.
I'm tired.
I stole it.
I need it.
You lost it.
I lied.
I'm sad.
I'm confused.
I'm ugly.
I'm gay. Does he love me? Does she love me? Do they love me?
I love them.
I love her.
I love them.
I love. I love. I love. I love.
We love.
Go on.